And we're live! Hello everybody, we are once again going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons. Following the ongoing, exciting story of the Dawnforged Company. A group of people trying to stop the world from falling into a combined realm of nightmare and real world. Where last we left our heroes, they had, just interrupted the meeting. Well, they were invited to a meeting of three separate nations, and found that there were doppelgangers hiding as individuals inside of this meeting, and managed to take out the doppelgangers and get some information out of them using Speak with Dead, and talked with the council about steps, what the next step in the process was going to be of defending this world, whether it be sit tight, we're gonna go do it and deal with it ourselves. Do not expand outwards. Do not try to get pockets of resistance started. But as for now, we have a plan. Please don't fuck it up for us. Was the main consensus that was reached by the end of this. They also had agreed that clearing down some of the lower tunnels leading into the Underdark, clearing those out would be the best next step in order to make room for all the refugees that have come and find themselves hiding under the Ziegler Akeem, as their influence is somewhat blocked as you get more earth between you and them. So the next thing on the agenda was to do that, I believe, and that's where we're going to go ahead and pick up. I can't hear the music. Can you guys hear music or anything?
No.
I got music.
Okay, let's see if I do that. Okay, I've got some. Okay.
I like how it can't be a simple no. There's got to be one person who can.
You didn't think it'd be that easy, did you? Alright, so we'll go ahead and add a little... Sounds like somebody's watching a video. That always makes me sad. Alright, we'll add some dripping ominous cave. So, to this point, the meeting is wrapping up. The people have kind of broken into smaller, parties and are talking amongst themselves, all enjoying this new beer that you brought in after smashing the other cask because it was poisoned. And what would you like to do?
I think the spellcasters are sleepy. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
What time of day was it?
I mean,
It's like 2 o'clock. Like, it's not quite time to go to sleep.
Yeah, but some of us have already dealt with giant monsters and depleted everything from our tanks.
I was
true.
there. I'm fine.
Alright, you know what?
Oh, you know what? Hold on. You're right. I do have one spent spells.
I'm going to drink and be merry with the Aarakocra.
Perfect. Okay. And then, anybody looking for any particular information, either to pass to somebody else or to try to get out of somebody at this point?
I'm getting all our sending stones back.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, you go ahead and collect up all the sending stones. The what do you call this thing? The Ring of Truth. There it is. Goes, and then dwarves start hauling out the bodies of the doppelganger after they've been fully looted, and you've
Burn those in secret. We don't want other possible Dopplers knowing that we found some of them.
Oh, all right. Well, we can do that. And they take him outside of the chamber. Everybody, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw if you're hanging out and drinking.
I'm gonna hang out, but I'm in the teetotal.
Perfect.
I'm gonna nurse that beer like a. Shut up, Roxy. You're being very rude.
It's gonna be a good night.
I'm gonna nurse that beer, unlike the one I'm doing in real life.
Okay, perfect. So anybody drinking, give me a con save, and then
Yep.
Well, as Zephyr, we also know that's mesnosis.
All right. It's strong beer. You see Mezzy get a little tipsy. He's just like, so did you know that that means Zephyr are now like together and stuff? It's really, and he starts to say
They're a
talking about
couple.
they're a couple of crazy kids. Nothing really eventful happens as you guys kind of go through. You do learn like little
Kind of
tidbits.
shut him up with a kiss.
Easy enough, and then he looks. His
And
purple.
while he's distracted, I go back to the conversation at hand.
His purple turns a little bit more red as he stops talking, and then as you're kind of talking to them, they're, you know, a lot of talk of, you know, how they wish there were more who had made it out, and how they're currently there's talks of trying to find somebody else to head the flight of what's left of it that came with them, because while most significant portion of the flight stayed, there was some that were assigned and were told they had to go. So that way, not all of them would stay behind. But they're currently looking through different candidates and things like that, trying to select the next leader of the flight, as they feel that's a very important position in there. Very few of them have ever, you know, a lot of them now have seen combat in the night, but trying to find somebody to lead them, they go over how, like, it's been very difficult, because a lot of them are used to just following orders or getting used to just throwing themselves at something. And then, let's see, as you guys kind of continue to talk through it, you do get the idea that a lot of these people they're a little dimmer than next. They like their energy, their vibrance is a little bit dimmed since you last saw them. The stress and wear and tear of the nightmare world and all of the events that have been happening have really kind of worn them down.
I toast to Matrask. Is that his name?
The track.
Matrak. And say, you know, we do this for the fallen, so there are no more to join them.
They raise their glasses to Matrak. And then that they, all of them, after that toast, down their entire drinks, and then kind of nod and start walking kind of simultaneously to go get another drink. All right. Anybody else talking to anybody?
Did we talk to Gimzek about figuring out what's going on with the Zealer Akeem and our Goliath friend?
No, nobody's talked to him yet about that. The most that he's been like, as far as talks with him so far, is that somehow they Shanath, the first monastery, is somehow communicating with the crystals, and he himself, his entire body has been encased in crystal while he was sitting and meditating there, and somehow it's making it so that the Zealer Akeem are more responsive than they used to be. Like you saw when there was an attack on the harbor, where the Zealer Akeem flashed blue and then almost hovered a light of it over the harbor when it was attacked.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not, and he would have told you that Shanath Jr., the second monastery, is been trying to. You saw him briefly at the Adventurers Academy. He had been bleaching the tattoos into his feathers, so that way he could effectively tattoo them on himself. And he's been trying to study exactly what the symbols and everything mean, because it seems to be in a language that nobody can figure out what it is, if it is a language, or if it's just meant to be like a runic interpretation of something. So they're trying to figure out exactly what these, all the tattoos over the entire body of Shanath, the first monastery, what they were, what they meant, what they could mean. So they're currently trying to decipher that.
Gotcha.
They think it does have something to do with communicating with the Zealer Akeem.
There's some kind of rune or something, maybe.
That's what they think. They're kind of like almost hopeful that it might be a trace left over of the Morphe language, but they're not certain.
Okay.
Because there was always rumors that the Morphe the Morphe used, almost communicated exclusively by creating, but supposedly there was at one point where when they were communicating with mortals and people who had been created, that a written language had been created, but it had been lost to all time. So they're not sure, but that's what they think it might be, or they're hoping it is.
Okay. Interesting. So about the Morphe language. We need to ask Grandpa Ferryman about that.
Grandpa Ferryman. Oh, perfect. Thank you for the 27 months. Jesus, this game. We've been playing this long enough, guys? No. All right.
Read the comment.
Oh, did we
Read
start?
the
Yeah! You got me. Yep, we did start. We have started.
We did. Have we started?
We did, yeah. Been started for a little bit.
Start years ago.
We did, about 6 years ago.
Oh God.
I'm kidding. It's not 6 years. It's 5 years. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Any other questions? Any other clarification? I know we missed last week, so if there's anything else that you may have
Hello?
thought. Oh, hey, we got you.
Welcome back.
Okay. Sorry, I guess my mic wasn't working. I did have one question. Did we start yet?
God damn it! Yes, we fucking started.
That
Ladies
was
and
it.
gentlemen, we got him.
We got him.
What they call a callback.
Don't call it a callback, cause it never left.
That's fair.
All right. Perfect. So, anybody else have any other questions or anything that they're looking to talk to somebody or needs clarified, or just anything that they vaguely remembered?
Blood scale
We're getting deeper.
right at the end of the thing set for Krenzel.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. If it is,
And now he's just regaling Sutra with tales of deeds done.
perfect. Yep. And then Sutra laughs at a bunch of it and is a little disbelieving of some of it, but for the most part,
It's good because he's awkwardly flirting.
it's funny because like there's about about the third story, all of a sudden you see her eyes like slightly narrow as you've been found out, like she just realized what's going on, and then like she's a little confused, but then just she kind of goes like, you just see the just the little narrowing of eyes into like a bigger smile as once she realizes what's going on, she kind of starts.
All the stories are true, but he's also awkwardly flirting.
Perfect.
Who's just gonna do that thing where he walks up, stops in the background, realizes what happens, and then goes find somewhere else to talk to.
Sarah, on the other hand, no, I'm just kidding.
Man alone with no wingman. Is that one? No. Perfect. And then eventually Krenzel is brought in as and he gets they kind of like, these guards just kind of like drop him at the door, and he kind of like looks around, he kind of like scratches his head, starts moving over towards you and Suthra, just doesn't really know anybody else, and so eventually he's like,
When I notice him, I go, just in the beat, can somebody do a quick check on this man? Make sure he's this man.
Do I still have True Sight up? Has it been an hour? I had to reactivate it like right at the end of the encounter, so.
oh no, yeah, with you reactivating it, this would be barely at the end of it, so go ahead and make a perception check. I'm kidding. You see he's Krenzel.
I give him the thumbs up. Little green light pops over his head.
Sigh of
Well, that
relief
can't
from
be
the
good.
entire room.
That's never good. So, what are we dealing with?
Oh, yeah, there were doppelgangers. Congratulations, you're real.
Oh, that's good. What about Pick here? And he kind of gestures to... You see Pick, who was only about like a foot tall last time you saw him. He's now at least 2.5 feet tall. His little wheel just... as he buzzes in behind Krenzel. His top hat just in goggles as he kind of lands in front of him and waits.
But it's
Picks a robot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know doppelgangers.
I don't.
Chooses a robot.
I mean, I'm just waiting for the little green ding above his head.
Little green ding pops over his head.
Oh.
Does it now? No. I'm just kidding.
So, I guess not. Sorry.
Fucking railroading bullshit.
But so you see that Pick is indeed Pick. Just a little bigger.
Is that a slightly different shade of green now?
So,
Alright,
you,
so
you
we
got
need to,
all
like,
those weapons, right, Krenzel?
I've been working on them as much as I can here and there. I've got quite a few that just attach straight to the arm. You can flick them forward, lock them back. There's lots of things you can do with them that I think should be rather useful. It'd be impossible to disarm any of the acidic. That's what they're calling them, acidic. Anyway, yeah, any of them should be impossible to be disarmed, and they should be quite effective as well, weapons. They should do their nice slicing, nice dicing, nice crushing for the ones that crush. Yeah, they're ready to go. If you have any Deliceric, send them my way. I'll try to use the Felicag to even bind it to them. Make it easier to manage.
That's fantastic. And I just turned to like the people that were the council of the town, like,
You get some nods. Bardrum especially nods. You
Here's
see
what he's doing. Look at this thing. Well, I mean,
okay.
half of this I did with weird metal, but look at this thing, and I just hold up the hand, which he has not seen the new axe yet.
You see his eyes immediately lock on, and like even his one like cloudy eye, like usually like one eye is like fairly shut as he's talking mostly, and you see both just pop wide, and you see he grabs his goggles and he pulls them down, and he just leans up forward until, because you're so much taller than him, he's like tippy toe. And he's even put his arm on you, just like trying to push himself up towards the axe to look at it.
Do you just want to see it?
Aye, give it here. This isn't the same axe that I left. And he kind of takes it and he starts spinning around. This is not the axe that you left with, is it? It feels like it's
I mean, it is, but I mean, there's some weird like demon lady dream steel on there, and then dragons happen, and look at all these fucking eyes on my face. I can do the really creepy thing, but it creeps everybody out.
Do it!
Fucking do
Vicer
it!
did it! And I just, with all the voices, just say, Vicer told us to.
Oh, spooky.
That's fine and everything, but this is something else. He points down to the axe. He kind of gets down deep into it, and he's like, "So do those eyes correlate with these heads?"
I
He
think
starts
so.
counting. All right, and he captures the power of those eyes and puts them in here.
I mean, I wouldn't say it captures the power. I mean,
Channels, whatever you want to call it.
that one seems more fair to everybody involved.
That's quite amazing. And he holds it in his hand. He's like, do you have to attune to this?
I mean, yeah.
What happens when someone else attunes to it? Have you tried that yet?
No, and I do not plan on it.
All right, well, maybe after your work is done, we'll see. That much Felicag from a demonic,
that is
you
a
said.
council decision, sir, and I don't mean them, I mean here.
Huh? Oh, no, of course, nothing without your permission, of course, but with that much dream still and that much power, latent power and molten energy behind such a creation, it feels like whoever's attuned to it, it might do different things. I don't know. Impressive piece, though. And he
That's
reverently
weird. I'm not going to do that.
holds it back up to you. Aye, I could see that.
I will snag it,
Yeah.
and I will also remove the last vertebrae that I have.
The Gilthic vertebrae?
Yeah.
Perfect. Is that can't be. And he kind of holds it in his
I
hand.
already
Like,
gave you some.
but this is, you can't, you got me more. You have more. What do you want me to do with it? What's your plan here?
I think Ulu's the only one without one of these. An item from this.
All right, and what she need? Which one's Ulu?
The half orc over there.
Ah, alright. Got it.
Most people, most everybody just has rings. You don't really have to attune to them, but I can do stuff. Actually, yeah, come here, Uza.
Yeah. Yep.
Get over here with your bow.
All right. Here's my bow. Oh, so the nice thing about this is I replaced the typical iron reinforcements around the grip and the notches and used dragon bone. And then a
you can-
magical super unicorn turned it into awesomeness where I infused the power of my god.
I mean, that's all true. But here, and I just put Olhar in the bow.
Oh. Alright, I thought we were weapon bragging.
No, we are.
Oh, let me see that, if you
But
will.
we're extra bragging.
And your scrawny arms can pull this.
Well, first of all, yes. And second of all, constantly.
Perfect, like...
Slightly rude, I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry. It's just bow tension strength and the linear fire. It was more of a question with the craftsmanship, the quality. And
No, you're fine. I have little bird arms. My
They're
bones
quite-
are hollow.
Is that hollow?
Yeah, I gotta fly.
Oh, that makes sense. Alright, well, and what's the range on this thing? How far are you getting with it?
Oh, on a good day, I can hit a target at about 300 feet.
Amazing. Well,
By
kind
a good
of.
day, I mean literally any day.
Alright, any day, of course. And, well, what kind of ammunition are you using for it?
Sorry, did I say 300? I meant 6.
His eyebrow goes up at 6.
Yeah. Standard arrows for the most part, but I do have these, and I will show him my fancy mithril arrows.
You're joking. You're using mithril for arrows. What could you possibly need to shoot mithril at? What a waste.
Have you seen outside? Last one I shot was a demon lord. Archdemon?
Archdemon? Putting super in front of it doesn't make it more intimidating. It's already a fucking demon, but alright.
Super
think it does.
demon.
And then have you found any difference when you fire the mithril?
The penetration is a little bit more than usual. And I have noticed that I feel like if I were to fire these arrows from a mundane bow, it would still do damage to supernatural foes, if you will.
Oh, okay. You're trying to get through them thicker hides, get some more penetration. I bet.
You see, that's a perfect example of adding super to a word and making it more intimidating.
Thank you, Vice.
Supernatural.
Super
Ooh, spooky.
Oh, I thought you were talking about super penetration. That works too, though. Supernatural.
Don't you?
Yeah, hey,
Do you even need arrows anymore?
I-
They just shoot lightning.
That turns the arrows into lightning. It like coats them in it.
Oh. Alright. Oh, and so it has some magical properties. Is that it? You can it creates
Well,
its
actually, I
own
think it's
Oh, I
lightning.
just
and-
put a
more-
dragon in there.
Oh yeah, so the dragon, who's super cool, might have been a booty call for my god. Not really sure about that. I'm not calling him dad.
I don't want to know how that works.
you will later.
Is the bow like pulsing with laughter?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you just see
Can you hear him, Grendel?
there's like a small like as electricity sparks off of it. I can't hear anything. Is it speaking out loud?
No, he like talks in my head when I hold the bow when he's in there.
Sure, okay. That's if I didn't see him do what he did before, I'd be eye closing and
No, yeah, no.
right, okay. And then so it creates magical ammunition. Do you have to attune to this?
No.
Interesting.
Touch the bow and just take Olhar back.
Anything else that it does that it doesn't? I can't see right here.
It does allow me the opportunity to dispel magical effects from a range.
That's quite nice. I do like
See,
that.
Yeah. Last time I shot myself in the foot to get rid of some really fucked up fear stuff.
Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know.
And I believe we're getting in the range where information costs money. So let's
After all I've done for you, come on, I thought we were on trading terms, but all right. I wouldn't even get into.
That's why after you make something for Ulu, you gotta keep the rest of this.
All right, but am I wrong, or is that sorcerer dressed entirely in magic?
Are you talking about me?
You're that's entirely magical. You have no mundane clothes on you at all.
There is nothing mundane about my stuff. I mean, literally nothing. Even
Look
his
at me,
socks
of course.
Quite impressive.
Oh, you should have seen when I was a pirate. I fucking boom.
And as you do, there's like this like kind of shimmer that starts at your feet, and then it just kind of like as it flows up, and then it reaches the eye patch that comes off, and then as it comes up, it just some like small golden feathers fly off the top of it, and then kind of dissipate into nothing.
Yeah, that was an exciting couple of. I mean, it was an exciting time. I wouldn't go back there though. That realm is scary and weird.
What about the ice cream planet you made? You gotta check on it.
Did make an ice cream planet. If I ever got the chance to go there, it
Uh-oh.
would be interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Did you have any questions? Oh, Dragonbone wise, I have these glasses.
I told you information is now worth money.
All right, I'll get working on your stupid triangle. Give it here. What do you want me to make?
I'm just baiting the hook. I'm not telling him nothing.
That's fair.
All right. Give it here. What are we doing here? You said a ring? Let's see. She doesn't look like one that wears too many rings. I'm gonna make some brass knuckles.
Some bone.
Wait, you turned to Ulu? Is what you're saying?
knuckle bone.
Yeah, he's looking at Ulu like, I'm more of a brass knuckle feel for her, I think. I mean, she wear it like rings, but they're locked together to make a brass knuckle.
She'd have to respond.
Fight.
What? No, I'm trying to. He said make something out of the dragon bone for you, and I was gonna make you some nice brass knuckles that, instead of a ring or like a bracelet or something. Or I can make you a necklace. What do you want?
Necklace.
Very quiet.
Yeah, you're
Am I better?
I
Is any better?
can't tell.
You're good. Just need to turn you up in Discord.
I don't know.
All right. Well, so what you want made, huh?
Brass knuckles it is.
All right, brass knuckles. I guess they'll be bone knuckles, but they'll be great. Now, this bone that you've given me to work with, you say you can put a dragon in it. Is there something? I've noticed a lot of the stuff you have is intricate
Here.
detailings.
Let me see it again.
He hands it.
I just tried to put a dragon right into the vertebrae.
Which dragon?
For giggles, the red, because I have a feeling the red would like hanging out with Ulu anyways.
So as you go to drop the red directly into the uncrafted bone, you watch as like the kind of spark of fire like just dances down into your hand, and then down in. And you watch as the trace of red scales follows along with it, and then as you touch, there's this spark, and then it doesn't quite catch or encapsulate in, and blows up in your hand, and you take 13 points of fire damage as it nearly blows your hand off.
Oh,
Not really. I mean, I've got plenty of hit points.
that's a pinky.
Is there enough use for the bone left?
Oh yeah, the bone is fine and untouched.
Yeah, apparently it's got to be like made into a thing. Like I can't just.
Well, that's what I was saying, is there's quite a bit of intricate carving on a lot of this stuff that you have. Do you mind if I take a rub? And he pulls out like a piece of parchment and some...
Oh yeah, I just hold out the bracer.
He does a quick rubbing so he can get the proper things on it. All right, I think I can work with this. I think I see what it's doing. It's
I mean, that makes way more sense than just being able to do it to whatever.
it looks like wait, and he goes. Can I see your axe again?
Yeah.
And he goes over, and you see he like holds the rubbing, and then you see like at the back of the axe behind all the heads and everything, he like holds up the rubbing. And he looks and he kind of like, okay, all right. And you see he's shown like there's all these traces of this very intricately woven. It's not quite runes. It's more of like almost a geodesic pattern. That when you have to like kind of turn the ends of the axe, and you can see that there's all these channels that the energy flows from you and into the eyes. Like there's these magical lay paths that make it so it can channel all this stuff. And you see as he's holding up, he's like, all right, and then so this is for one, that's for many. Do you mind if I take a rubbing of this too?
I mean, yeah.
All right, I mean, kind of. As he holds it up, it's this beautiful kind of, like I said, like geodesic interlocking, like geometric kaleidoscope almost. It's quite impressive. All right. Well, I gotta figure out what all this means, and in the meantime, I'll be shaping this bone into something and attaching all of these. Pick, we've got our work set out for us. You're gonna help the Dallas Rec while I concentrate on this. I know. It's gonna be fine though.
I'll just hand him a beer.
Oh, that's gonna help get the process started. You see, he like roughly tucks the papers back into like his side pouch, and as he's walking away, you see he's still talking to Pig. He's like, "I always the most interesting, clients I've had in fucking forever, probably ever. You believe these ley lines?" He kind of like, you see he pulls it out and hands it to Pick, and he's like, "Hold that up for me while we walk. There's something weird about this." And he's just kind of mumbling and talking to Pick. It's just as he goes.
Just turn around and resume the awkward flirting.
Perfect. Real quick, just to see how the flirting is going. You fucking bitch.
What the hell?
Stole the top half of my burger.
Oh my god.
Excuse me. Get out now!
Yell at the animals. Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
I thought it
We
was
yell
gonna
at
be the
Ripley
cat
like
again.
that. Yeah, we yell at Ripley like that, but he doesn't react anymore. He just kind of stares at you and does it anyway.
All of my
Spray bottle time.
all my pets still react when I yell. All right. Perfect. So, anybody else want to do anything from this
So you're
meeting?
gonna have me roll a thing, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. Give me a charisma just check.
Ain't gonna be great.
You got a +3 this.
Oh,
Alright,
Lord,
you-
somebody guidance him.
Guidance!
Actually, hold on. I got one thing here that I can do myself. Thank you very much.
Burn a luck point.
I mean, yeah, actually.
Guidance anyway.
Take
Never
it.
turn that shit down.
Okay. So a 15. So as you're talking and flirting, she's like, and then she's like, as she kind of looks around, she's like, so been to the last cart yet?
Stayed there this last time.
Oh.
What room?
Oh my.
Oh.
No, I said the last time. Don't,
Oh.
don't have current.
Where are you staying now?
Don't know.
My sir kind of coughs in his drink.
you see
Look
just
at
the
this
full.
over here. That's a thing.
That's cool. Let's check that out.
Yep, let's go.
She's
I've
like,
always wondered what that looked like closer.
Me too. It's a lot of detail. Wander off.
she's like, well, I'm at the last cart, so once you know where you're staying, come and see me. Room 2. I gotta get smooth. I have to schmooze while I'm here, though, but later, more. I have a feeling you've got a few more stories there to tell me.
Oh.
And then she,
Am I high passive perception?
before you can like say anything, she just kind of winks and then starts going to talking to other people.
I can can hear the black just giggling in my head.
Oh no, the black isn't the one who's laughing at you. So you actually feel from the black, you feel almost like a nod of approval. It's the blue is laughing at you, the red is laughing at you, the white is laughing at you, but the rest are kind of more of a oh. And then you feel like the silver trying super hard to pierce through and talk to you. Like it's weird. It feels like almost like something coming from inside your head pressing forward. It's very uncomfortable.
I mean,
very cold.
She wandered off. I'm going to effectively wander over to where the fucking keg is dispensed. And we're like, Silver, what do you want?
And as he basically is like, put us in the axe if you're planning on any more of that.
I mean, I wasn't gonna keep you guys around. I'm not dumb.
Somebody had to say it.
No, I mean, look, I know it's weird. Just, it's not my fault you're all here.
Hard to argue, but just even the flirting is painful to watch.
It's been like since I was a kid.
As you say the word kid, make a Constitution saving throw.
That's your trigger word.
Get fucked.
It's a real good saving throw. All right, and then so you keep going through, and then he's like, just. I feel like we are not entitled to your private moments. I'd rather not hear them talking about them.
The fun part is probably Uzi can like hear Bloodscale mumbling this.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I'm just trying to find conversation, but none of it's loud enough.
Look. As far as it goes, I have no idea if there's still danger around. So I much prefer to have you guys around.
Of
There are
course.
risks I'm willing to take. Just not when we just like murdered 8 doppelgangers. Let's yeah.
If you want, I can try to assert more and keep them farther away from your active conscious mind.
Oh, what? No, I don't mind that they're laughing. That's fun.
Very well. I only wish to respect your private moments.
And again, when it comes to that type of privacy, I'm putting you all in the axe. But at this rate, you've all seen me poop.
For some reason, Shanoth said to give you a high five, which we cannot do. I will recede now.
Give him a high five for me.
Perfect. And then
Oh my goodness, silliness.
you feel the presence of the silver retreat back into the phone.
We'll
And
now
you
actually have a beer.
perfect. Just one.
Just one. Not enough
You're-
to dull any senses. Just enough to be like.
As I say,
"Alright."
at your size, one ain't doing shit.
Yep.
Well, no, wait, this is Dwarvish Beer. Go and give me a con save. It can't do a lot, but it could do something. Not
No,
likely,
wasn't
but it
it
could.
my dad's
Doesn't do shit.
wine?
No, we put most of that away after we got another barrel after we killed the doppelganger.
Yeah, this
We'll
is-
have a bunch.
This is really good Dwarvish beer, but it is a diplomatic. It's like, it's definitely meant for.
Drinking my
It's a,
dad's brew.
this is a. Oh, if you're
This is
drinking your dad's
politics
brew,
beer, not party beer.
I have been drinking the dad's brew.
I need you to make another Constitution saving throw at disadvantage then, because that's a whole nother demon.
Demon.
Like, I guess I just didn't realize everybody was back and drinking Dwarven. I thought they were keeping up with me with my dad's stuff, so.
Mm.
Lesnos was handed a dwarven. He's
Yeah.
not rolling that for him.
Okay, 14. Okay, yeah. You're holding on, but it's one of those you're everything's going fine, and all of a sudden after you finish after you do your toast to Matrack and down it, and then all of a sudden you're like, huh, and then you take one step and it goes boom, like you get the oh god, and then like as you kind of like shake your head and then you look up and the room is starting to like spin just a little bit as you kind of like you guys watch as Zephyr's starting to do this little like number where it's just like just swaying a little in place as you get
my
hit
hand on her
hard.
You know,
I'm gonna go.
the clock in the afternoon.
You know, that's when the pros start.
That's
Can I
when the-
press the digitate water or create water in some way?
Did you have the create water spell?
I have shape water. Is there
unless you
nearby
have
water I can pour into a cup?
I can
You can
go talk
definitely
to
ask.
Tuza, and I think he might have create water, but also he probably has
Let's
lots of
who is
restoration.
effectively the ration master, always has water skins on him.
Yeah,
you-
well,
y'all should have
I'm
water
going-
skins.
I'm basically going, no, I'm good. I did so much today, so I
We
can
got a lot
relax.
on the docket tomorrow.
Question? What?
Well, I just started early, so I'll be good tomorrow. Like, I'm just getting a head start.
All right. Be
It's
careful.
smart, right?
Fingers are out, right? All right. Okay.
That being said, I think I'm done. I don't think I should have any more.
I think that's a wise decision. As Mesnos also hands you another, like, you get one water skin from Visair, and Mesnos hands you another. Like, Zadok, Ulu, what are you guys doing during all this?
Can I finish really quick?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm probably gonna just watch for a little while. But she's going to drunkenly put her arms around Mesnos and be like, "How about you and I do some inappropriate things for a while and then get some sleep?"
Oh god, this corner's awkward too.
Almost cashed, but not yet. There's a lot we can get up to before I pass out.
Okay, bye.
I did have. As you guys leave, you just hear. I did have some ideas involving.
Fucking
Wait.
steam demons, am I right?
Those two had a whisper.
Can I ruin this ever so
She
slightly?
tried to whisper. She wasn't whispering. She was being obnoxious because she's drunk.
Can I ruin this ever so slightly?
Not in Mesnos' character, but in your own. Yeah, if you want to.
in plot scales, like as they're walking
yeah,
out.
sure.
As they're going, like, hey, are you gonna go visit Helmata?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe after.
She goes to bed early probably.
So do we, and then we
You
get
should
back
go check
up.
on her.
All right, fine.
We'll check on her first, but we'll be quick. I promise.
All right.
And I just like wink and then head out.
Okay.
That's the first time she said they'll be quick.
All right, so you guys watch the Tieflings fun.
Oh
they
wait,
leave.
I asked Visair if he wants to come because
Whoa.
it's weird that she
Whoa.
didn't show up.
For Helmata,
Helmata.
not for the others.
Oh.
Hell no, not the other thing. No, I was not inviting you to the party.
No, Visair looks good tonight, but shit.
Thank you. I thought so too.
You got a dwarf saying you're nothing but magical in your appearance. You got the tieflings into you. That's a good day for Visair.
We should probably take a group of 4 of us just in case.
Ah, pass. Oh, for Helmata, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, okay. Because no one should wander by themselves, and we're gonna go lay down after this.
I mean,
Yeah,
eventually.
What do we, can I get a refresher? What are we seeing Helmata for?
Amada was supposed to be at the meeting, but
Okay.
she wasn't. And it's weird that she wasn't because she told Zephyr that she was going to be there and that she would see her there. So now Zephyr's kind of worried that she might be doppelgangered or hurt or injured or something.
Gotcha. Zolcaeus here? Does Zolcaeus know where she is?
Okay.
Here, but I don't think he would know.
I mean,
Cool, not the council.
yeah, I've never met her, but I've heard good things about her.
She should be at her store. She was going to be making
Oh, okay.
me potions.
Perfect.
So
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
no.
alright. Well, let's check on her. Hopefully she just got lost in her work. She does do that.
she does when she... And I did give her some potions to work on, so...
All right.
I just let the rest of the party. I hit the earpiece, let the rest of the party know where we're headed.
Perfect. So, you
Invite along
guys
anyone who wants to go.
make your way to Helmata. I'll put
To
everybody.
Mesnos as we're headed to Hamanas, I'm like, if I gotta cast a fireball, like this entire city's gonna go in flames.
I mean,
What?
You're drunk to cat.
it's... Don't worry, you can always transform into a fireball and do even more damage.
That's a good idea.
Alright, so you guys head to Homadas. The rest of you, what would you like to do while this is happening?
I offer everybody to come if they want to, so it's up to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna hang around and try to get info on where Rash might be.
Okay.
I'm gonna go practice my boxing since I get some brass knuckles.
Well, he's
Okay.
crafting them still.
Okay,
I know,
he'll...
just
and-
practice my boxing motions.
where would you like to
Shadow.
practice those? Are you gonna go back to the school and the school has like you would know by now the school has like a small like target dummy area that you could practice on.
That's where I will go.
Okay. Alcaeus is gonna kind of shadow you and he's like, you're one of the ones who didn't the Dawnforged didn't start at the academy, but if you I see you're kind of headed the same way I am. What can I help with?
I need to practice punching something. I'll accept
Hand to
an
hand.
object unless you want to volunteer.
I mean, I'll volunteer. I mean, you see a kind of smile goes across his face. He's like, after all, what do you know about somebody until you've beaten the shit out of him, right?
Oh my god, everybody's getting lucky tonight.
And so he offers to be your sparring partner if you do you want to. He's like, oh, I can leave you to beat the crap out of the inanimate objects that don't hit back. Less blood, less fun, but still effective.
Like, nope, let's go.
All right, let's go. So you two head back to the Adventurers Academy. Zadok, what would you like to do?
Zarek's gonna tag along with the group that's going to visit.
Homadas.
Yes.
Potion maker. Okay,
Word.
perfect.
Names.
All right, and then Bloodscale. Who did you want to try to get information about Rash from?
Mostly council members, because they would know more than anybody.
So as you go to the council members, you get this.
I'm
You
dragging
get,
Tuza along with me. I'm not letting Tuza leave. I'm like, nope, you're coming with me, bud.
okay, yeah, no, Blood Bro. He
Super
puts
bro
up a
fun
fist. Super bro fun time.
Yep, little fist bump.
And so as you talk to each council member, they kind of give you the same story that Rash has been retreating more and more away from his council duties. A lot of them haven't seen him in weeks. He's become more and more reclusive and more hostile almost to anybody who finds him. He's usually at home. No one knows exactly what he's doing in there or why he's been this way, but he's been very much retreating from society. He's been ignoring his duties. In fact, his second in command is pretty much almost completely taken over his duties in his absence. Everybody's worried about him, but anybody who goes to check on him just doesn't even open the door, just tells everybody to fuck off.
Tell me where that house is. I'm gonna go check.
Oh yeah, you get it's funny because they say, he used to have, kind of one of the nicer houses in town, but he recently sold it and just got a little shack in like the poorest part of town. And it's right next to the kind of ghetto near the clock tower. It's just like
Where
a little bit
Krenzel's
east
shop
of that.
was?
Yeah, where Krenzel's makeshift shop, it's close to there, but like the little tent town that's kind of been made there, but and it's just kind of a shack that's a little more than a tent itself.
I mean, yeah. Tuesday, you want to go talk to him?
Yeah, no, I like Rash. Rash is cool.
Unless if I get stabbed, I mean, hey.
I can heal you now.
Yeah.
Magic fingers. If I say it's not the only one who has them anymore, these are healing magic fingers.
There's a joke there somewhere, but I'm not gonna make it. I don't think you're an adult.
No,
yet.
I didn't mean no.
See, that's the one thing Uza has on you. He's an adult now.
What? That's not fair. How did you become an adult? Can you make me an adult? No, wait. Ah. You guys kind of start making your way. All right.
Like, I want to be a big boy now.
Oh god, here comes the fan art of Bloodscale and Tuza.
Oh, Jesus.
It's rock hard.
Well, all it is a piggyback ride, like I fucking. All it is he's riding on my shoulders like Mesnos does. We're just walking around.
Yeah,
Surprisingly
it's
wholesome.
the Deadpool Spider-Man fan art. It's just that.
Yeah.
Actually, at one point, Tuza's like, I want to show off something. And he jumps up and he hooks his legs underneath and grabs your arms, like underneath your armpits, and he takes off. And he's able to fly and carry you at the same time.
I'll just pop out my wings to help glide. Get, make me not as dead weight.
I can show you the world.
Only the
Like I'm
Underdark
flying,
part of
Jack.
it. Yeah. All right.
God, this
Right,
is
so-
a fan service episode, isn't it? I've been dreading it.
I didn't even give you guys a
Don't worry,
beach.
buddy. We'll find you an elf girl. It'll be okay.
All right. So, as
Oh,
far-
no, I can recommend a hot tiefling I resurrected.
That hot he's into ladies though.
I was gonna say I don't.
Oh, no, I
There
just
is
think
a-
she's freaky.
Freaky deaky. All right. So, with that, we'll go and swap to the let's see, group that was headed to Hamada's. So you guys make your way usually to the same place as it always is. The hut, the store with its overgrown outside. It's one of the very few wooden structures other than like it's like this in the last card is it. Most of the rest are made out of stone. You see it's aged wood, the ancient lichen clinging to it with moss as well, and you guys kind of you walk up to the door. It's closed. There's the sign says closed. It hasn't, the shop weirdly enough hasn't been opened yet.
I'm just gonna walk up and knock on the door.
Perfect. And you knock on the door and you kind of hear just like the boiling and bubbling, but there isn't any reply.
Can I do a perception check and see if I hear anything or anyone
Sure.
in there?
Sure.
Tell me your secrets.
Sorry, I hit a thing and now I gotta wait for it to load. What did you roll?
Natural 20.
Natural
Yeah,
20.
nat 20.
For
Okay.
a total of 35.
All right. Let's see, with a natural 20 standing outside, you hear, like, you kind of listen and you close your eyes and you're almost able to create an entire scape of sound. You hear there are small things living in the walls. You hear possibly what it must be mice or no, listening. The pattern's not, it's more, those are weasels. So she has some weasels living in her wall. As you continue to listen, there's a boiling, and then you hear there is just the barest slight snore underneath it.
Like a person snore?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think she's just sleeping, guys.
In the middle of the afternoon, would it be rude for us to like wake her up? Or?
Not for
I
me!
mean-
And I knock on the door like super hard.
And then you notice as you drunkenly scream Hamada's name into her. Yeah. And you all, it's like you guys hear just shuffle, 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 and then as unlocking
Shuffling
of
on over.
the like 4 locks unlocking, and she kind of what do you want, my dear? There's not a lot that I can do in such a short amount of time.
I wasn't expecting the potions. I was expecting you to be at the meeting, and you weren't there, so we were worried. So we wanted to make sure you were okay.
no.
And I look over at Vicer, and I'm like pointing at his glasses, like, do you see anything?
You see, as you do, you will just. She's like, oh, oh, jeez, and she like reaches inside and she pulls out this ancient-looking pocket watch and she presses in. It doesn't open. She smacks it and you see a little like crusty bits fall off as it finally flips open. Oh, I didn't want my watch. I forgot this. I'm forgetting so forgetful these days. Sorry. How did the meeting go then, dearie? Come in, come in.
I come in, but I'm also looking at Visera like, well, Visera, is she,
I don't have the spell up. I just give her a little shrug, like, I don't know.
oh, God, no, hey.
Right, and remind me, dear, what was it I was working on for you?
You don't remember?
Oh, it was something, one of those ones you create. I think it was Fire Scripts, right? Was that it?
Helmata, I just wanted you to know, and I kneel, and I, I kneel, and I kind of, falter as I'm doing it, to make it obvious that I'm playing it up a little bit right now. I'm doing a performance, basically, and I cover my hands in hers to see if she's wearing any rings.
Go ahead and make a perception check. And make a performance check first. $24. Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. Woo!
Yeah, she's not wearing any rings as usual. Her hands are old. With 30, you do recognize you recognize the coloration of different ingredients and stuff on her fingers. That she was clearly working on things that you'd asked from her, but she's.
So it's definitely her.
Yeah, it's probably definitely her.
Probably.
Well, you missed all the excitement. But I guess I'll tell you about it some other time.
All right then, dear. Care for some whiskey?
No, she's
Wait.
good. Don't worry. What is going on today? It's like 3 o'clock.
You guys do remember Helmata was a pretty hard drinker and was known for sleeping in very late from the times that you've interacted with her before. Oh, that's right, yes. Only I didn't wind my watch. What time did you say it was, dear? And you see she starts winding the watch.
What time is it?
Yeah, you give
15-ish.
She sets the clock. You guys give her the right time. If you want to.
Yeah, I give her the right time. I set it 5 minutes fast.
Perfect. She sets it and clicks it back into place, and you hear it. She pulls it to her ear, and you can all hear it ticking super loudly, and you see she's shakes it.
It's working. I can hear it.
It's got that new silent mode.
They make them so quiet, but these days I thought this classic one. There it is. Okay, she tucks it away. Oh, all right. What was I doing?
We're gonna let you get back to sleep.
All right. And, so I don't forget again, dear. Here, could you mind writing what I'm making for you? There's something bubbling over there that I'm gonna blow up if I'm not careful.
Go over at it. And can I tell what it is? Can I tell which potion it is since I have
make a
trained in making...
nature check. Let's say with advantage. 21. It's really difficult to tell at this stage what it is. It is some bubbling,
looking at the ingredients,
greenish.
that she has by it?
The ingredients have been all put away. It looks like she got it to
shit.
this stage and then is just forgot what she was working on for you.
I said, I got 3 potions, but Dead Man's Revenge?
Dead Man's Revenge, and she writes down something.
It's either Dead Man's Revenge or, shit, what was the other one? Mauling Madness.
All right, only one way to really tell. And she pops the cork off of whatever's boiling, and she gets this really long stick, dabs it in, and
Fuck.
That's dead man's revenge. Almost getting ready. All right, thank you, dearie. She kind of sets it down. You see, she kind of like shakes her head a little bit.
At least it wasn't fire scratch. That would have been bad.
Oh, you didn't say fire scratch, so I figured it was all right then. Fuck off, flies! You're dead. He starts batting at the air. It's just gonna be an all-day thing, all right then. She kind of goes back, and then like as she's writing, you see.
Well, she
falls
lives
asleep.
hard, doesn't she?
I think she killed her flies. Fuck off, flies, you dead. Sorry, that got me.
That's what I'm here for.
Zephyr's dying too. Zephyr thinks that's like incredibly funny, and so they start leaving. I'm like, I'm about 90% certain that she's good, but
Right, we should probably get back to the others then.
the
It was
Mestas are
good
gonna
to see
split
you.
off. So
It was good to see you. We will see you later. Good luck with all of that. Well, I guess we should lock the door when we leave.
yeah, lock it.
You guys said all 4 locks. Somebody's gonna have to lock pick 3 of them shut.
Who's gonna do that?
I don't know. Give me some
Who's
checks.
gonna do that?
I don't know.
Good. 2 more.
Oh yeah. There's another one.
Good.
Be
And
careful,
then,
'cause those could be booby trapped in some way.
Oh, that's a good point. You want to do the last one?
Right, you're funny.
I mean, I was just kind of curious.
Yeah, that's fine.
There
Yeah, with
Don't
the
even look at the lock as I'm asking if he wants to do the last one.
and as you're not even looking, you all of a sudden like it catches your attention. You're like, wait, and you like snap back over to it, and as you've got your tools in it, you guys watch as all of the tools spin in his hands, and the lock starts to glow, and you grab all of the tools. Then quickly jam them to each of the individual places they need to go. Spin the lock back, and then quickly release it as the fireball trap just doesn't detonate. As you're like, okay. You get and as you kind of look into the lock with a natural 20, you see that there's a bunch of runes carved into this one, similar to the electric discharge locks that you've run into in the past. But this one, you see that there's like this. There's this like almost glass, like this tiny little glass orb that has what you would guess would be sulfur in it for the components of the fireball spell.
So 2 things. 1,
Alright.
I don't even have to worry about traps. 2, as Bloodskill can attest, I have never worried about traps.
I've known you long enough, don't worry.
And we'll go ahead and cut to Ulu. As you find yourself you and Alcase make it to the academy, and he's like, so, with everyone else, I kind of know a little bit of why they became adventurers. Why you? As you guys kind of walk through the courtyard, making your way towards the back of the academy where all the training areas are.
I like to fight.
That's good. Fighting is... yeah. Do you care what you fight? Are you fighting for something good, something bad, or just fighting to fight?
Why do you want to know?
No, I've heard every answer under the sun, but I'd love to hear a new one is the main reason.
Don't think you're gonna hear a new one from me.
Very well then, disgrace it is. And he kind of makes it... as you get into this, it's this large kind of roped off area. It's clearly ring. He's like, all right, so not the best bare knuckle boxer, but I can take you maybe up or down a peg depending on how I do. All right, so why do you want to know how to box? You seem very proficient with your weapons.
Well, just in case I don't have my weapons, I want to make sure that I'm as effective as possible.
Never a bad thing. What's the first rule of any fight? Be ready? And he punches you in the face as hard as he can. You take 6 points of damage as he gets a strike. Oh, wait, no. He needs... we'll say it's a surprise, so we'll give him advantage on the attack, see if he hits you. Yeah, 27, that definitely hits. As he leans in and he just uppercuts you straight in his heart. He's like, all right, you don't want to talk too much, but let's let your fist do the talking. And he kind of leans forward and is going to start trading blows with you. So he has 2 attacks, not 3 like you, and he'll go and attack again as part of his surprise round. Does a 20 hit? Perfect. So so as he comes in, and are you? Do you still have your shield up, or did you drop that to fight with 2 hands?
Yeah, I don't have my shield.
Perfect. So yeah, he kind of rumbles in, and I think you're still at 20 without your shield. So he managed to get a second strike in. You take another 6 points of damage, and then he kind of sits back and is like, so. You want to fight, but you don't know why you want to fight, and you wandered away, but you came back, let's fight. And then so, go and roll initiative.
I didn't know why I wanted to, I just didn't tell you.
I'd like to know. Hold on, clear
we
this.
all want things that we can't have.
If I beat you, will you tell me?
Fine.
Let's go. And he digs it. Let's go ahead and roll initiative here. See who's punching who first. All right, so you got a 20. What's your initiative? $13. Okay, so he's going to go again, and he's going to try to punch you. So 2 strikes. 14 doesn't hit. 20 does. So you take another 6 points of damage as he rushes in. At first, he goes for a wide haymaker, and you manage to get an arm up, and then, but as you get the arm up, he immediately shifts and pivots and hits you with an uppercut, catching you under the jaw. As your head snaps back, it's your turn to hit back finally. Your first strike, as you kind of rush in close, and you go for a similar uppercut to him, and as he ducks back, he spins his head sideways, and you realize the Dragonborn chin, he gets it completely out of your way, the way he's able to turn his head. He's like, a few advantages to being a Dragonborn and doing this as long as I have. How long have you been doing this? And then go ahead and make your second strike as he's talking. And as he's talking, you really just want him to stop talking and fucking fight you. And you throw another haymaker at his head, and as it comes forward, he dives backwards, and then with a double natural 1, he grabs your hand and he spins you and throws you forward. You don't fall prone, but you do lose your 3rd attack as he rushes back in to punch you again. Ooh.
So I don't get to attack one more time?
With the 2 natural 1s, he was able to deflect and make you lose your 3rd attack. So he comes back in, and as he spins you around and tosses you forward, he reaches back and he hits you squarely in the back of the head as hard as he can. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage from the critical, and then as you spin around, he also spins around, mirroring you, and he catches you with a spinning back fist on the side of the face for another 6 points of damage. He's like, if you're trying to hold anything back from me, you're doing a very bad job of it. Go ahead and take your turn as he's trying to out dance and strike you this round.
Well, hell, before this started, or should I still have been half dead?
You had whatever you had coming into this, so.
Okay.
We had a short rest, and I don't know if you were there when we had the short rest.
Probably not.
Did you take any damage during the doppelganger fight? I don't think anybody did. So you should have... This should be counting down from your full health.
What was that? That's fine. I was at like 130 or something whenever this session started.
Okay. 17 as you kind of dance forward. He's able to block this first strike as he kind of like ducks down and gets into a more guarded stance and is able to deflect this first punch.
There's a reason he's the teacher.
And as he gets this block in, he's like, "So you really want to tell?" And as he's fucking, you hit him square in the face. Go and hit your unarmed strike damage. I think should be yes. So see, as he takes 12 points of damage, as you like, you punch him so hard, you see one of his teeth pop out on the side as you just he's mid sentence and you use this overhead strike striking down as he's speaking. His jaws clap together and one tooth flies out as he tries to shake it off. Gonna make your third strike.
I get to do 2 more because I crit.
Oh shit! Oh shit! And as he goes to spit out the tooth, and as he does, he's not looking, and you're coming up from the same angle that he spit it. You catch the tooth on your fist and hit him in the face with his own tooth for another 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Quickly catching up, I think. All right, and then next attack. And then as you hit him with that, and you see his own tooth enter the side of his cheek and out the other cheek, you come in for another strike, and he just catches it square. He's like, "All right, now we've got some sticks on the table." As he goes and he strikes back at you. 26 hits and 26 for another 12 points total of damage. As he kind of ducks in, and he goes to strike, and then you kind of duck backwards to the side, and he fakes you out and taps you from the other side, popping your head this way. And as you're stunned for a second, he just brings a vicious right cross to finish his 2-hit combo. What's your HP looking like?
96.
96. And so at any point you want to tap out of the fight, it can end, or you can keep striking back.
I keep striking back.
Let's go. Go and roll your attacks.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
25 hits. As he finishes his combo, he goes to try to step back, and you just lunge forward, punch him in the stomach as he starts to lose his breath. Next attack.
Whoop it is
20.
his.
Perfect. And as you go to hit him with a 20, it comes in and it looks like it's going to hit, and then you see this magical energy field, these kind of like golden threads of energy. Just as you hit, they like wrap around, and they create this mesh like kind of screen as it comes in and doesn't hit. Go and make your next strike. And a 22. As you hit this, you pull back and you see the same, and you hit the same spot, only harder, and you see that arcane ward burst open as you pummel straight through and crack him in the face for another 6 points of damage. You see at this point he cracks his neck. He's like, That's what I thought. And then he's going to move in, and you see as he pulls up his hands, you see he breathes into his hands, and you see they start sparking with electrical energy as and then he steps forward to hit you again.
That's cheating.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
All right, so those plus. So the first, as he blows across his knuckles and they start to dance with energy, he steps forward and he hits you from the side, and as it comes across, you feel electricity burst across your face as you get hit, and then the burst almost comes again, and then he comes in, and then the second punch, he hits you in the stomach, and you again feel the electrical discharge rumble across. So first hit did 10, second hit did 8. I really want to know why you're here. And it is your turn.
Kick him in the
24. 24. A clean strike as he's kind of coming back. He tries to guard his rib in time, but you're up and under, and you get a nice little rabbit punch into the ribs for 6 points of damage. Next strike. 27. So you rabbit to the side, and you rabbit the other side as you manage to wreck his ribs on both sides. And then last attack.
Give him the old twist.
So yeah, you rabbit, and then as he's pulling both of his arms down to his side, is rabbit, and then you step back, and then uppercut directly onto his mouth as again. As his head snaps back, doing 12 points of damage from this critical, and then roll your extra attack for the critical attack, 21. And as his head snaps back, you're incoming on the right, and he's just barely able to get the magical ward up in time and push off your attack as he rushes in for his next. He didn't have anything to say to that onslaught. That was a good round. And you can see you really kind of rattle his basket as he's showing off. The first attack, he jumps forward and he jumps up and he punches downwards and he catches you across like the top of your skull. And as you kind of bounce down, he comes in with the other side, but you're able to easily bounce that off. So you take 6 plus 1, 7 points of damage from that attack. Back to you.
Whoa.
16 doesn't hit. You kind of get in. This one he just catches squarely and throws to the side. 13, you go for an uppercut, and as he throws to the side, he blocks hard down, knocking your hand away. And as he knocks your hand away, you do a front flip and spinning heel kick downwards as you crack him over the back of the head. He doesn't even ever see it coming as he gave you the momentum to flip forward for another 12 points of damage. And your critical, go and roll again. 13. And as you land, you kind of try to just do a stand-up punch into him, and he's able to duck backwards in time as you got that crit in again. He strikes back, though. One of his attacks hitting, doing 10 points of damage as as you miss the uppercut, he comes in hard and punches right into your armpit, and it's not a blow you're expecting, but it really fucking hurts as the electricity bursts through you, and you kind of spaz inwards. But as the electricity brings your arm in, it actually almost forces you to block the incoming punch to your side. And he's like, "All right, you give up, or do I have to keep kicking your ass?"
I mean, your ass isn't looking so unkicked either.
That's why I have a tail to hide it. He kind of laughs at you.
How much damage was that?
That was 10 that time.
Okay.
And then before his turn is done, but I think I'm gonna kick your ass anyway. And he gives himself bardic inspiration for his next attack.
This is a boxing match, not a singing match. What the fuck?
It's a fight! What are you doing? I want to win.
Oh, okay. So, I can just summon my spirit blade then. Is it like that?
I mean, I'm not using any weapons. If you want to. Oh, I mean, I can kick your ass every way from Sunday, but whatever you want to use. You wouldn't want me to dip into my spells, would you?
I mean...
A big smile across his fucking face.
Alright.
Oh, he's being smarmy right now. Get him, Ulu!
First,
Beat that ass! He's
first two
cocky.
strikes aren't able to even. He's just for the first. the first two strikes, you try to do it to a quick combo. He catches both, and then he throws to the side. You try to turn it into a spinning back fist, and as you come, he catches your elbow as you're spinning around. He's like, "That's what I thought," and he goes to punch you in the back of the ribs, and he does twice as he as you have your back to him. He rapid punches both kidneys. First one doing 8 points of damage, and the second one also doing 8 points for 16 total. And as he just gets some 2 quick punches, and then you turn around, getting ready for your next onslaught. $19 still can't. His defense has gotten is incredible. He's getting really cocky though, but as he catches this one, and as he goes to throw it, you've already had the other one incoming. You get a nice cheek punch on him for another 6 points of damage. Next attack, 19. But as you get that punch in, and he throws the other one. You try to get it, so he throws it away, and you come back in and try to get it before he can catch it again. But he's able to like bend backwards, just barely not getting hit by it as he goes in for his next 2 punches. First one hits, second, both hit. First one does 9 points of damage, and the second one does 7 points of damage. He's like, "You're looking pretty rough, and you're not able to hit me as much as I thought you would be. Come on, just tell me. What drives you?"
Spit blood in a tooth at his feet.
And as you spit the blood, you're hoping it's a distraction. You come up dashing forward. You're going for a good stomach punch, but he's able to get down and block in time. You're just going for 2 quick punches because your kidneys are hurting pretty badly, and you hope his would, but you're not able to get to his body. And then as you do 2 quick, and you go for a headbutt, but he's just able to dance around all of your attacks. He's going to use his Bardic Inspiration. $19 still doesn't hit. So he only gets in the first attack as 7 points of damage. So as you go for the headbutt, he dances backwards he dodges backwards to the side, and then throws a hook overhand and catches you on the side of the head, and then he tries to spin into a tail strike, but you're able to jump it instead of getting hit by it. He's like, "You can't have much left in that tank of yours. By the way, you're learning to box." It's your turn.
All right.
How we looking? 20. As you come over, he's just barely able to get his guard up in time. 25 though. So as you go for the face, he gets his hand up, and then you're able to go forward and get that punch back into the kidney. You hope he pees blood from that one, and so you get one of them, and he like rocks back and tries to cover his kidney on that side, and then you just jump back and a quick overhand strike to his head for 12 points total damage that round. Nice.
I'm gonna use action surge so I can take 1 additional action on my turn.
Perfect. 3 more attacks. Let's get him.
Yep.
Perfect. So you let out this roar, and you go in for even more, and he's not expecting it, but he gets the first hand up in time, and he goes for another catch as he catches it, and then as he does, you're so pissed off, you just force it in, and you punch him with his own hand. And as he's reeling from what the hell just happened, you reach back, you grab his head, and you headbutt him in the face and for the critical. So that's 18 points of damage. Go and roll your next attack from having a critical. And then as you headbutt him, you see blood just spew out of his nose, and then you kick him in the stomach for another 6 points of damage.
That's not boxing.
That's what he's gonna say. Like, "Alright, so you're not learning to box, but you can fucking fight with your hands. Let's go!" As he jumps back into the fight. You fucking. So both hit. So 7 and 9 for 16 total. As he says, "Let's go," he comes in super low. Like as he like comes up and then drops and gets this cross body strike, almost annihilating one of your boobs. Just because of the placement of where he comes up, the electricity dances through it, and then he comes up with an upwards hammer strike with both hands and kind of hits you down with the second one. Electricity also going, as he also spits out some blood. Come on, Dale, yield or not.
I'm not dead yet.
It's not about killing you, but okay. 26. Yeah, you get a clean cross strike. 15 misses. And 20 also misses, as you only get one hit in. He's like, all right. He's like, the question is to finish you or not. And he gets it.
One more. I use my other action surge because I get 2.
Oh, you're using another action surge? Okay. Never mind. Ignore all of his attacks. Go and use your action surge.
Never
Well,
mind.
they could just happen after this, I guess. I don't know.
No. Go and use your action surge now because oh shit. Okay, so another 12 points as he's like. So at this point, you run in and you jump. You grab his head and then bust his face over your knee as he whips back onto his back. He springs up forward and is able to just barely duck as you swipe over him. And then, but as he ducks, you bring both hands up the same way that you just saw him do it, and you bring them down and you crack it over his head. And as you crack, his head pops up, and then you just give him this little smile as you see he's a little day, and you just cross haymaker him for, let's see, 12, 24, 30 points of damage that round. Oh, he's gonna make his attacks.
Though, you know?
Oh wait, no, he already rolled these. Hold on. So he
Barely
rolled.
talked, though, I assume.
And then he was going to use his bardic inspiration. Perfect. Okay, so he hits you with 2 of his attacks. Let's do. First one does 10 points of damage. Second one also does 10 points of damage. So you take.
I'm done. When I reduced to 0 hit points but not killed, so I have 1 hit point now.
By the first one? By the first one or the second one?
By the first one. I only have 6 hit points right now.
Okay, so like so he hits you, you go out on your feet, and you feel everything go black, and you're like, no! You rage yourself back. You feel this orc blood pulse in you. You feel the eye pulse in you. You hear all of these orcish voices around you. We do not lose. We do not fall. Our champions live till their enemies die. You hear 6 different versions of this, all at the same time, all boiling blood inside of your ears. You feel your eye that has now been gone and replaced by this blood eye flare, and you hear, use my power. Take him down. And you look down as you come back, and you see all of the blood that has been covering you from this fight and covering Alcaeus all of a sudden pulls towards you. You see all of the blood kind of pull into your eye. You see Alcaeus steps back for a second, not knowing what the hell is going on. Blood pulling out of the sand of this pit all around you, surging into your eye, and you heal 20 points of HP. As Alcaeus kind of looks at you, he's like, I can do that too. And he uses his action surge. And he's going to attack you again. Both hitting. First one doing 7 points of damage. Second one doing 9. as you kind of surge up, and it's weird. And as he strikes in, you haven't even fully processed what's happening. As you're hit across the face, and then hit across again, and then you just kind of lock eyes with him, one blood eye. And would you like to mark him with your new blood mark?
Yes.
Perfect. So you do an extra d6 on each attack. Go ahead and roll them beautiful attacks. 23 hits. So you jump in quick, and it's weird. You all of a sudden, your arms feel strong as you first dive in, hit right across his right eye where you have a blood eye. You go to hit the same spot again, and he's able to get a hand up to block it. Last attack. But you're relentless as you pull back, and you hit the same eye again as blood starts battering across his face. As he takes 12 points of damage, he's like, you fought well and you want to make me like you, but I have a feeling I'm about to end this. As he steps forward, talking shit the whole time. He uses... So it's going to be close. As he steps forward, he fakes out a left and then steps back and goes for an uppercut, doing 9 points of electric damage. Does that take you down?
Yeah.
And as he uppercuts you and the world goes black, he's like, I forgot to tell you a lot of things, but you're gonna tell me what you know when you come to. As the world goes black and you hit the sand. All right. With that, we're going to cut to Bloodscale and Tuza.
Smash cut!
Smash cut right as she hits the ground. Just all right. So, Bloodscale, you're headed to?
Rash's house.
Rash, okay. You guys walk up to this, it's a dirtier part of town. There's quite a few clearly homeless people. There's been a tent town that's been kind of set up, and you notice that there's a lot of familiar faces from Vernder. You even recognize the innkeeper, kind of this bulbous belly, green-skinned half-orc. You see he's sitting there, and other than his usual, pies and wonderful things that he served, he's just kind of sitting in, it's almost like a lean-to. It's not even a full tent. Just kind of, he's got something bubbling over a fire, but he's dejected. There's a lot of the Vernder people. You recognize some priests of Gond. You recognize some guards who held you captive during your time in Vernder. But passing all of these Vernderites, you make your way to this. It's this just run down little cottage. The stonework is clearly not been cared about in years. It's mostly it's just stone slowly returning to earth with a door on it.
All right. Well, this looks like a place we're gonna have to go. I guess we're gonna start going.
Why would he?
Knock.
You know what? For this, Mike, would you like to be Tuza?
Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, that'd be great.
Perfect. So, for Tuza, imagine Uza reset 3 adventures.
Fucking already in character.
That's the thing is I feel like you're gonna do a lot better with this situation that's coming up than I would as Tuza. So, I trust you. So,
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yeah, Doc. So as you knock on the door. You hear from...
Hold on. It's Rash, so traps. And Tuza will check for traps.
Okay. Ooh, you know what? Let me go and pull up Tuza's character sheet, because that is a very good idea.
Depends whether he can actually check for traps correctly or not.
Oh, shit, that's true.
He's still Uza. Yeah.
He still is, but it's one of those things. Just like
Dirty 20. So he kind of, you see, No traps that you can tell.
Okay.
And you hear from inside, I told you I don't want any!
Rash, shut the fuck up and open the door!
Who the fuck is that?
You know exactly who it is, you motherfucker.
Oh, is it now? Ah, fucking the heroes of car coming back to see their old friend Rag.
Actually, yeah.
The door opens, you look down and you see Rash. Looks terrible.
Hi, Rash.
He's got
terrible.
He's got like this scraggly goblin beard that's not really coming in. It's all kinky and weird. Deep circles around his eyes. His ears are even drooping. And he's got on his like his full leathers and everything. You know, it's multiple. There's at least 8 knives strapped to him.
This one, when you gave fucking Uzi that dagger, you just like lost all your shit.
Well,
No.
what do you want? What do you want?
What the fuck's going on with you?
What the fuck's going on with me? What the fuck's going on with you?
Well, we just got fucking back into town and found a shit show.
Yeah, everything. The world of the life is a shit show. Get used to it. You coming in or what?
Yeah, come on,
Alright,
Tuesday.
come on. You go inside and there are alcohol jugs that are about the size of growlers just littering the floor. He
Massive
is...
for a goblin.
Yeah, and he has clearly been just drinking the hell out of these as he's kind of... Go on, set some music. And you see there's very little in food scraps, and as you get in and get a better look, Rashildalin is down about 10 pounds, and for a goblin, that's a lot. His frame is gaunt. He is not doing good.
I'm just gonna grab, just out of the bag of holding, just like a fuck ton of ration jerky. What the fuck, man?
What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? That's what everybody says. Do your shit, Rashildalin. Lead us, Rashildalin. Take care of your business,
hey, asshole.
Rashildalin. What?
No, I want to know what the fuck's your problem. What's going on? We did this before.
What's going on? You didn't... What's going on?
Hey, look at my fucking face.
You got more eyes. What about it?
And just in all the voices, get your shit together.
Fear.
No.
Why?
Because we got a fucking war to win, asshole.
Why do I care who wins or who loses?
What happened to his family?
Are you sleeping?
What?
Are you sleeping?
No, I'm not sleeping.
That explains a lot.
I mean, good, bad
Aren't you
there,
sleeping?
right?
How hard it is to sleep.
You're like
Oh,
in the
yeah.
only fucking place that's protected right now. Why aren't you sleeping?
Oh. Why should I sleep? I just pass out after this does its job. And he pulls out another. You see, he goes to a cabinet and he opens it. There are 8 more growlers of alcohol
Just,
as he
like,
pulls
pick him
out
up by the
one.
head at this point.
Hey! You put me down! I don't care what you think you are, what you think our relationship is, but you fucking put me down!
Didn't you have like people
No!
out?
I don't! And no one cares what I do, and I like it that way. That's who I am now!
Yeah, and flick him in the nose like I have to do Ripley with a bag.
I will kill you! I am covered in knives, and I will stab you to death!
You stop yelling.
Yeah, if I want, it's my house. You came to me. I didn't come. You came here. I didn't go to your house and hit you in the face.
Does Tuza have lesser restoration prepared?
Tuza.
I feel like this is a situation that Visera usually would prevent from happening.
Tuza does have restoration lesser restoration.
Tuz is
prepared.
gonna sober Rashildolin up a little bit because alcohol is a poison.
Yeah, it does. And so Tuza reaches out, and you watch as Tuza kind of like, he's kicking wildly, and he's reaching for a knife at this point. You see Tuza just grab his foot and then pull his hand, and you see this glow. And then you see Rashidlin, his hand, he pulls the knife, and he's legitimately ready to stab you. And then you see as the lesser restoration takes place, you see his face change from pure rage, and it just drops as he drops the knife. And he's like, "No one, just go away. I don't know. There's nothing to fight for. There's no revenge. There's no satisfaction. Just go away."
No.
Yes, I'll stab you. I've stabbed so many people. I'll do it. Don't tempt me.
I'm tapping you. Give it a shot.
He gets stabbed a lot.
Fine. And he genuinely stabs you. And since does a 9 hit?
No.
Oh, buddy.
You see, as you're holding, he swipes upwards.
Buzzkill is legit, like, holding his head to the side, like, opening his neck, and you're like, come on, man.
I'll do it. That was what he said. Don't make me kill you.
At this point, I don't think you could.
Of course I can't kill you. I'm a useless, worthless goblin who should have stayed in the wilds and never dreamt of being an adventurer. I should have never.
Forget that you helped rescue this entire fucking city,
Oh,
right?
who gives a shit?
I do. You know how many people I would have
I
had to kill
live
for being
here.
fucking racist?
Deadpool, really quick, didn't he have a family that survived?
No, his family was
No,
killed.
okay. Okay.
This man was killed before we even got here the first
Yeah.
time.
Before we even got here, I wanted to be clear on that. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
No worries. Yeah, I killed the man who killed my family, and you know what I got? Emptiness.
Shit!
Why?
I killed a freaky demon guy that was like my old band's second in command that I'm pretty sure helped kill, you know, my entire mercenary party. I didn't fucking get shit out of it either.
You see him wipe away tears. He's like, yeah.
Didn't we have this talk before I left about revenge not being the fucking key?
Yeah, but we didn't have to talk about when there's nothing left. What am I supposed to do? Just pretend like anything means anything?
No, we told Alcaeus to tell you to go to the fucking school and help.
Oh yeah, go to the school, teach other people to waste their lives being a fucking hero.
No,
God, he's
actually,
really fun.
asshole. I don't know if you noticed, we sent a lot of people there, a lot of fucking wayward people who had no other fucking meaning of their lives.
Yeah, what did they get? A meaning.
They're getting-
meaning.
You've already given up, haven't you? Fucking coward.
Coward. You fucking calling me a coward? I've
Every
killed.
single voice booms with the word coward.
Make a persuasion check.
I was doing intimidation personally, but that's fine.
He's not an you can't intimidate him right now. That's why we're going persuasion.
That's fine. Hold on. Got one more of these bad boys. Fuck it, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah! Luck works!
Okay, so as all of them yell coward, you see he bows his head. And
I'm gonna put him down, though.
okay, good. So actually what happens is he pulls a knife and he goes to stab your hand and you just let go and he hits the ground. And then you hear him sob and you just hear as he starts to just yell. It's not cowardice. It's not. I'm
and
not
that's
afraid.
why-
I want to die.
And that's when Bloodtail sits down cross-legged and just hugs him.
As you hug him, he just leans in and he's just openly crying at this point. He's like, "You don't tell anyone what you saw here. You don't tell anyone how I live. You don't tell anyone anything."
I won't tell anyone as long as you start working on fixing this.
It's not a fix. There's no fix. There's no
Oh yeah,
fire.
there's no fix. You have nothing in your life. You have nothing to do. Even though Alcaeus, we're trying to get. I don't know what happened to the other. There's 2 other of your classmates out there. I don't know if they made it here or not. We found one with the goddamn hobgoblins. I don't know if she made it. She was hiding from them the entire time too. But she had the balls to be undercover around a bunch of hobgoblins that wanted to kill her, so that was fucking amazing. Fucking Charmander. Fuck, I remember nicknames still better than names still.
Dabrin.
Is he correcting me in game? Because that's the only way it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and Dabrin.
Yeah, I mean, we sent him a message to come here too. I mean, fuck, man. Literally nobody else knows their way around the city better than you, and you literally have people that need to A, get in the city, and B, need to make sure that they don't die. And congratulations. You would have been the best at doing that, but you're kind of just wallowing here, man.
Why not wallow? I never got to wallow before. I always had a plan of revenge, a plan of action, and haven't I earned a little wallowing?
It looks like you've done a lot of wallowing.
You shut your fucking mouth.
You can try shutting it for me, it ain't gonna happen.
I will do it! I'm a scary little assassin.
All dragon breath weapon just starts forming in my mouth.
Bring it on, big shot.
Swallowing a no, I don't want to kill you outright.
Yeah, you're right. You don't want to kill me.
And then I blow a hole in the wall with the dragon breath.
As you blow a hole in this shitty little thing, the entire structure starts to collapse. I need dexterity saving throws from everybody
mending?
inside.
Does Tuza have mending?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold
Gale
on.
ain't gonna make one. He's just gonna cover over Rash and let everything fall on him.
Okay, so as Tuza
Oh, Tuza, buddy.
takes 18 points of bludgeoning damages. He's not as nimble as his counterpart, but Rashildalin actually just jumps out of the wreckage entirely and rolls away.
I use my deck save to grab him to hold him under me.
Okay, roll a deck save. 15 to beat.
Does this count as effect that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated?
It's not an attack against you, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
work.
danger sense. So yeah, you go to grab him, but he just jumps over and rolls out of the way.
Well, at least you're still good at something, even though shit's like bouncing off me.
Yeah, you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage as well.
Oh no.
I'm sure Tuza digs himself out and
Yep.
Sorry, Tuza. I'm used to Uza.
I don't know how to feel about that statement, but okay.
You guys are just different, man. It's fine.
I know.
Why do you want me to go back to the council and tell them how to fucking find intruders or what? We haven't had an intruder in
Oh,
30...
we haven't had intruders. We just killed like 9 fucking doppelgangers because somebody's not doing their fucking job.
What?
What? Oh yeah. There's at least 2 other members of the council that weren't at the council meeting that were actually fucking doppelgangers. One was the brewmaster.
God damn it.
Pretty sure we all almost just got poisoned, but boy, we knew what was happening because Tuza over here was also doppeled.
The
saved him.
brewmaster. And he goes, as you say, brewmaster, he goes over and he starts digging through the rubble. Help me! God damn it, help me!
Alright.
You guys clear away the rubble back to his liquor cabinet. He pulls it out and he just starts grabbing these growlers and smashing them on the ground.
Is there a fucking worm in any of them?
Do you help him smash?
Tuza helps because that looks fun.
Perfect. So you guys you guys are going through
I mean,
and
I'm gonna let Tuza grab a couple to smash, but then I'm just gonna pick up the cabinet because I'm sure it's goblin size and be like,
it's goblin
smash.
size. And
Just
as you
like hold it open and over and just let them all fall out.
and as they shatter to the ground, you see at least 3 different of these worm creatures wriggling inside and trying to squirm away. As Sheldon pulls out a dagger and he stabs one and he pulls it up and he twists it in his hand. He's like, "What the hell is that?" Stabs the other one, stabs the third, and he has like a little shish kebab of all 3. "What the hell is that?"
That's the shit that almost got us.
And started
Way to
spinning the
go,
dagger.
Spy Master. Doing great.
What do they do?
I don't know, but if doppelgangers who had rings of modify fucking memory wanted to use them against us, probably nothing good.
So what I'm hearing is, go ahead and make a persuasion check at advantage.
You know, does Tuza have any greater restoration? No, because that wouldn't. Never mind.
He does have greater restoration.
I know, but if Rash is a Doppler, then it's
There you go.
greater restoration. He will check his hands though. Let me. Can I see his hands? Can I see his hands?
Okay, he holds up his hands. Perception check
Rings?
for Tuza's an 18. There are no rings on his hands.
Okay.
I love the nose.
Oh no, there's
Hey,
one.
hands. Can I see?
There
hands?
is. He is still
Obviously
wearing
his old wedding ring.
his old wedding ring is still there. Yeah.
Okay.
16. He's like, so what I'm hearing is, I can't trust even my own mind because it was probably infiltrated because somebody wants me to take me out of a fucking fight.
I can fix that. Greater
No,
restoration.
no. He jumps backwards. No,
That
No.
doesn't look good for you,
No.
man.
I don't
What you're
care.
what you're hearing is now that you've realized this, you need to get your shit together because the enemy's attacking.
What I'm hearing is, and he looks at you both like deadly serious, is that I may have been under the influence of something that beyond my own mind for the past little bit. And
Yes.
I need to continue disregarding whatever it is telling me what I've recently been thinking.
As long as that disregarding doesn't disregard what the fuck I'm saying right now.
All right then.
Can we circle back to the whole not taking the greater restoration thing?
Well, he look Tuza. It's. I need that to be true right now. If
Tuza-
it gets
Tuza,
to the point.
He's not using this as a way to keep going the way this is going. He needs the motivation to have... It's revenge. He needs the revenge aspect again.
Okay.
I need whatever me moving forward to be different from that.
You want
need
to
to-
come with us to the school? I already know there's a room for you, man.
I don't know about the school, but I'll go to the school, but I need to also check in with my second in command. All right, let's go.
I know some dragon kids that would actually be really happy to...
Dragon kids. Ugh. He kind of rolls
Hey,
his eyes.
hey!
As he goes.
And then Shanos just... Shanos just talks like...
You treat my children with respect. Oh, you got another voice in there. That's nice. That's great. That's perfect.
I have a lot of voices in here. Which one do you want to talk to?
No, whichever ones I respect, which is yours and none of the rest, so they can all shut the fuck up.
I mean, I can have the Silver talk now. She
The
would not
silver.
be happy with you.
The silver. What a pretentious dick.
Not gonna lie and say you're wrong here.
Ha!
But he's my pretentious dick.
Perfect. You guys make your way back to the Adventuring Academy. Those who are at Helmata's, I know, are we headed back to the Adventure Academy to rest for the night?
I wanted to go to the tavern, the last cart.
Last card. Okay. Anybody else headed to the last card?
What time is it?
At this point, it'd be about 5 o'clock.
Because Bloodscale does have a date, but he's gonna dip at like 7. Enough time to get Rash back to the school.
You can drop off Rash if you want. Or Rash, if you mentioned going to the last cart, Rash would probably tag along because he's kind of an alcoholic at this point.
Yeah, except Bloodscale's like, no, you're not tagging along.
Come on. I've never been so sober so fast in my life. It's a little bit of a shock.
Yeah,
I could
and-
use a little bit of landing room.
You know what a date
Feather
is,
of the
right?
bird that pecked you.
You're on a date? Fucking
Yeah.
idiot. Don't fall in love. Do whatever you're gonna do. I don't even want to see that disgusting shit. I'll go to the fucking school. Okay,
Yeah, they don't either.
Okay, so I'll have
Congratulations.
something. You're nasty. You gotta just get leaves at that. So, anybody else headed to the last card? Okay. Uza and Bloodscale, you make your way to the
Wait,
last.
not even like Zephyr and Mesnos, because they.
Zephyr, and
They snuck off on their own.
I was gonna say,
Well,
you
where
guys.
are we staying tonight? We're not staying there, are we?
Well, you guys have a few different places you can stay. You have been offered rooms at the last cart. You've been offered rooms at the Adventuring Academy, and you also have been offered rooms at the Temple of Akkadi.
Yeah, so we're at the Temple of Akkadi.
Perfect.
Oh
Okay.
man.
We're definitely trying to get through it.
Wait, why are we at the Temple of Akkadi?
No,
They
no,
are.
Zephyr and Mesnos are.
Oh, yeah, Vicer
They
definitely
didn't want to
let
know
them
where the kids
go off
were.
on their own. I guess I'll head to the last card since I don't know where else Vicer would go.
Okay.
Poor Lee. He really can't get some peace and
Well,
quiet.
I've also sent Tuza back towards the temple, so.
Okay. So Tuesday will head back to the temple at this point. And so, last cart, we've got Bloodscale, Uza, Vicer. Zarek, do you want to tag along? Are you doing anything? Is there anywhere you wanted to check out?
Zark doesn't really do bars, but he might stop by that library that we talked about weeks ago.
Perfect. Oh, you want to visit the records room?
Yes.
Okay. Let's actually do that before we go to last cart then. You walk into the records room and let's see, you see this. It's weird because you've seen him before. It's this Delasorek. He's got this long pipe and he's just quietly smoking it. And there's this little rat companion on the top of his head, kind of that looks like it's reading the book that he's kind of just turning the pages of and making some notes here and there. And as you walk in, like, oh yes, terribly sorry there, young man. What can I help you with?
I was hoping to look through your records for information on the deities.
All right, aye, that's something I can definitely appreciate. But at the same time, do you have any sort of clearance, any pass, or any sort of thing that I can use to give you that access?
I am not sure. What sort of thing would you need to see?
Well, normally there's some sort of writ of being able to come and see the archives. Are you part of any particular guild or anything that I can maybe use to your advantage? I like to share knowledge, but I like to know that it's being shared with the right people.
I am new to this realm and am not part of any guild, but I have been traveling with the Dawnforged Company, if you are familiar.
The Dawnforged Company. Well, why didn't you say so, my boy? Well, yes, of course. They are heroes of the city, and I even have their previous exploits right here. And he pulls out a book, and it has the Dawnforged symbol on top of it. And he's like, we even in the back here have transcribed some of the songs written for them as well. But you've probably heard all about that. What information were you looking for, my boy?
Recent or new deities.
Recent or new deities, like
Deities that are not eternal in nature.
non-eternal deities. Well, That's a tough one. You see, he kind of turns back, and he pushes back from his little desk, and you see his little. He's kind of in like this rolly chair, but as he pushes back, you see he pushes back into the left, and as he does, as he pushes backwards, you can see kind of behind him there are different tracks behind him. As he pushes back to the left, you see the wheels on his chair lock in and start to pull him backwards as he's like deities, and as he reaches a certain spot, it like kind of latches and starts to climb up the wall, and then the wall kind of starts to jut out as he's and push him towards this about 3-story high, about 20 feet in, as he's still sitting in the same chair that's holding him kind of like over at the side. Now he's like, right, so here we are, deities, non-eternal deity. Well, really, there's only one recent memory, and he kind of pulls it down, and he gets pulled back in, and then the tracks kind of dump him back down and he just zooms towards you. All right, hey, you are, my boy. This is the information we have on the only non-permanent deity on record that hasn't been slain as for Forbator.
Do you have... You said deities that have not been slain. Do you have records on the deities who have?
I could look, boy, I could look. Hold on. He kind of drops the book in front of you and kicks off to the right and latches on, and you see it pulls him back and then pulls him in a spiral up into the ceiling as he disappears. Do you wait for him to come back, or do you check the book in front of you?
Oh, he's going to start perusing. Did he take the Dawnforged book with him, or is that still within arm's reach?
Still within arm's reach as well.
Okay. I'm just going to grab them both, but start with the book he brought.
Perfect. So the book that he brought is all about Forbator. It's and the book itself even says these are summations of things that could be, things that might be, and the history as it has been written about Forbator. And in it you come across nothing you haven't seen before, but it's mainly about these different cults of Forbator have popped up over the last 3,000 years. It's almost consistent about once every 50 to 100 years, depending on exactly the time span is. There's even a small excerpt of like a journal that was found and shared with the church by somebody named Relin Wondertrundle, about this story where Forbator was apparently started life as a mortal who wished for immortality, but his name used to be Achilles, and Achilles was just a peasant, and an immortal peasant eventually found that immortality did not give him power, did not give him influence, and after being sick of being an eternal peasant, always working for somebody else, always doing somebody else's bidding, he started to study these ancient crafts of magic, and he started to bend his mind towards greater learning, and has been the only mortal to date to have figured out the exact spells needed to invade the realm of dream, and apparently even had a small scuffle with Morpheus, the god of dreams, where they were both... It was a very short fight where both summoned different blades to fight against each other, and when he awoke from the fight, he held both his created knife, the Forbator's Kriss, and the one Morpheus had created, the Morpheus Edge. And these are the Morpheus Edge, it is said, when combined with the Forbator's Kriss, can cut through any dimensional space to deposit you in any realm that you choose when you hold both and cut together. Even that realm of dream, which has no other magical access.
Neato.
Yep. Other than that, there's a lot of speculation, and these speculation pages are clearly marked. Like, there's a speculation that since Phobator is either a god or an immortal, that every time they fail, they just wait and try again. So they don't believe that there's any actual stopping them without fully annihilating them. There's even a small snippet about how previous adventurers, including, and you do recognize the name of Alcaeus and Alaria Dawnforged, well, Alaria Feywing, as you know her, about how their adventuring company was one who stopped a cult of Phobator that was on the rise, and how there was a use of a luck blade. It's a special type of blade or sword that was able to grant wishes that was used against Phobator by Alcaeus.
Fascinating.
And then it's at this point the Delaceracthona, the android, he comes back and he's like, I couldn't find really anything about the dead deities other than a list of those who passed, and it's unfortunately. Do you read Dwarvish, my boy?
I do not.
Sorry, it's entirely in Dwarvish. Anything else I can find for you?
No, thank you. You have been very helpful.
That's the least I can do. And wait, I feel as though I'm forgetting something, but oh well. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. And that will cut to the the last cart. You all kind of get there almost very similar timing. What would you guys like to do?
Seeing Bloodscale, I just wave and I go, are we staying here tonight? Did we talk to everyone about where we were staying?
No, we've been offered rooms in like 3-4 places. I mean,
I think he already has a room here.
I pretty much have. Give me a second, and I just go up to the fucking barkeep, like, one, mine, no one else.
Hey, all right, there you go, dear. She slides you a key that has the number 7 on it.
Thank you.
Weird way to write number 2.
Alright, so I guess we'll stay here then? Is that the thought?
I mean, I don't know where the lovebirds ran off to.
Last I saw them, they were headed off to the temple. I
What?
believe to Kadi's temple. I think they were
Oh, gross.
headed. Yeah, I didn't. I decided that like I should probably go at that point, so I didn't.
I mean, if it helps, Toots is on his way over there.
Oh,
That'll be
younger
fun.
me is just a horrible cock block.
Yeah,
Man.
younger than you.
It's gonna be funny then?
That should be good.
I mean, for us, it'll be funny, right?
For sure. 100%.
Is the temple within range of our earpieces?
God, I hope not.
No.
Alright.
Zephyr's too drunk, she might forget to take it out.
Like what house?
To activate it.
Okay. Alright, so I guess we'll just like let them know here soon. I'm just worried that we'll split up with all the, doppelgangers and business.
That's a good
I
point.
mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, we can't be perfect. We gotta do some things.
No, but you could certainly try to be perfect. You hear Suthra from behind you.
Hello, Sue.
That. Alright, hold on. And I just channel all the dragons into one axe real quick.
You guys watch as Bloodscale's axe lights the fuck up as all of the dragons on it, each eye opens, and then you see each metal dragon start to almost move a little bit along the axe, and the blade of the axe almost gleams with each color. But the colors, instead of waiting to be moved and shine in the light, they kind of just start dancing along the axe almost freely.
Oh, that's cool.
Neat.
Certainly a nice parlor trick.
And with all the other eyes closed, like, well, they didn't really want to watch, and I can't blame them.
Watch what? What did you tell them?
My disastrous flirting anymore.
I don't know. I think it was working pretty all right.
This
Anyways,
is
Vice Chair, should we
day.
go to the
Christ,
bar?
Yeah, like. Did you guys see where Ulu and Zedek got to?
Ulu, Zarek, where did... Oh, wait. Ulu is currently unconscious and being revived by Alcaeus.
No, I know that. I'm wondering
Meant
if,
that
how
I think
Vice
they
Chair.
are walk towards the school.
Zarek, where would you have headed after the archives?
Hey, look at the mute button. Wherever the party is staying the night.
Okay. You're not sure? You know what? Let's go ahead and...
Oh, you know what?
The last thing you heard was the last card.
Okay.
Alright, and I will head that way.
Perfect. Okay, so it's at this point, as you're kind of wondering, you see Zadok Zadok enter the door.
Alright, well that answers that. You said you saw Ulu headed towards the school?
This was with her. It should be fine.
Alright, I'll just go make sure that she knows where we're staying. And Faf, if you could let the lovebirds know where the rest of us are gonna be. Oh wait, you
nods
don't.
Oh, you're gonna scar that poor child.
No, yeah. Here, actually, I just write a note real quick of where we're gonna be. Hand it to Faf. That way, you don't have to go up to them directly or anything. You can just give that to somebody to give to them if you need.
Give it to Tuza.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tuza. Just let Tuza know. That'll be good.
He flies off.
It was so weird when he does that. He can talk to me. He knows words, but he just goes, "Wah!"
Santa Elmo, maybe?
I don't know. All right, so I'll catch up with you all later. Bye. And wander.
Perfect. All right, so you start heading out.
I'm gonna head up to the bar.
Perfect. What can I get you there?
I am going to order a beer
Hey.
and thank her for the beer with a hearty handshake and use Ring of the Messenger.
What do you want to use it for?
It's going to say Flynn order, Cento Flynn on it.
Gotcha. All right, so she all of a sudden you see she's like, of course. And see her kind of like, it's really weird because she feels the note in her hand. You watch her unfurl it with just a middle finger, rolling it backwards to be open, and she kind of holds it in her hands, fully palmed, and she's like, enjoy that beer, dear.
Thank you. I think I'm going to enjoy it. Are there any rooms left that are far away from room 2 and 7?
Hey. She hands you room 5.
God damn it, it's right in the middle. Thank her for her time and leave a gold piece on the counter there.
She just gives you a nod. And then Suthra at this point looks at you, Blitz, goes, so why the terrible flirting?
Few things. Might be dead soon. That's how my life works. I mean, I'm dumb as a rock, but at the same time, seem to remember doing it in the first place.
You know what? I might be dead soon, too. She kind of just looks at you.
Bloodscale's just not sure how to take that one.
I think,
let's just get a table and a drink.
or we could just skip that whole part.
I
Oh.
mean, who am I to deny a lady?
Follow me. And she just grabs. You know what? Sorry, I forget. And she just grabs your hand and leads you out. As we
Out?
up the stairs.
Okay, that's fair.
As we fade to black on room 2.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
And then, Zach, did you get a room yet, or do you want a room?
I mean, yes, that would be.
Oh,
That's his plan there.
She hands you the keys to room 1, and it is not as quiet as you wanted it to be, but you can get some sleep. And then, let's see. Oh yeah, and then Uza, about 10 minutes elapse, and you hear a knock at your door.
Oh God, I swear, if they need a third fucking room, and I'll open the door.
What, you cannot wait these 10 minutes? What do you... Did you see Centaur
Oh.
Flynn there?
Hey, come on in, please, because I don't know how thin the doors are, and I don't want to hear anything that's going on in this room.
Well, these rooms are relatively fine. What is it that I can do for you, my friend?
Any luck finding the Whisper?
I will tell you this one thing, that the Whisper has been rather difficult because the Whisper, I have a feeling, is somebody who is supposed to not show themselves, yeah?
Yeah, traditionally.
And this Whisper, is there anything else you can give me on them?
I don't think so.
Alright,
I
do you...
refer back- No, I would have told you everything I have.
Alright, then the only leads that I would have... This is the wrong accent. Hold on. There is only one thing that I can... I've been able to discern. So as far as I know, the actual Whisper, they are not an Aarakocra. They are, I believe... Well, they do not even claim to follow the same god as you. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I mean, with the job that they're supposed to be doing.
So what is strange is that I found there was once a god of the Aarakocra. Apparently, Akkadi was either this was one of her avatars, or that it is somebody who might be left. An avatar of her named Serenita. It is silver-skinned and with pink and gold feathers. There are a few followers of her left, but there might be an elf somewhere who is the Whisper, believing they serve a god named Eldri Fenia. This is there is some sort of this is another name that Akkadi went by to the elves that she might be continuing to go under now. The Whisper is somebody who preaches for Eldri Fenia, not for Akkadi, and that what has probably been making her harder to find. Such the elves, or those who speak Elvish, or as of the Fey realm. I think that would be probably the safest bet. I will continue my search for you, of course. I do not stop a job till I've found the person, but with the way the world is, there are lots of things that have been preventing me from doing so.
Yes, that's understandable. Which, if you don't mind, I'm gonna pile on with another job.
This all depends on what the job is.
This one's much simpler and should hopefully be accomplished by just using the network you guys already have in place. Which, by the way, is it like required to pass the barkeeper's exam to get your license to serve alcohol, to like know the stuff for the Flynn order? Like, that's crazy. Like, that's... Every bar?
There are lots of questions that if you were to join us, you would know the answers to.
That's fair. That's fair. You got to keep it all close to the chest. Respect that. But this
Sort of
job,
ideal.
we need. Sorry, what?
It's sort of our deal. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you guys fucking nail it. What I would need from this additional contract, and I could pay you up front for it, and I'm also going to kick you some money for the previous one because I know I only did down payment. But we need word to get out that there is a resistance forming in Kern against the powers of darkness, and that if they get anyone or any resistances can move or organize, get your ass to Kern.
All right, that is something that will be quite difficult. For this, you're hiring not just me, you're hiring the Flynn Otter, yeah?
Yeah, I figured it would just be a word passed.
Right. And what would you pay for these people who are going to... I assume you want us in the heart of danger, those places that have already been taken over, those places that you're dangerous to trek. What is your down payment? What do you think is fair?
Well, I can give you this, and I'm gonna bust out my gold pouch, which has 1,004 gold in it. I'm gonna take 4 gold out and be like, okay, for the more of the payment for the whisper, and then whatever else can go to I'm bad at negotiating, and this is kind of important. If it takes more, I'm sure I could talk to the treasury. That's a word.
All right, we will need more than this, but this would be enough to start the process. Leave 6 times as much with the innkeeper here. We will make sure we collect it.
6,000. Okay.
6,000. That is correct.
6,000 more.
And we will become part of your quest to save this world. Don't worry, the gold will go to a good cause. I promise you that.
You guys do excellent work. I'm not too concerned about where the gold goes to, as long as you guys. I mean, you're obviously gonna. Sorry, I'm talking too much, aren't I? I'm really just trying to fill the air so I don't hear what's coming from 2 rooms over.
That is okay. I mean, I don't think anyone wants to hear all of that. The only thing I would say is, if you're ever curious about how the money is spent, they could always join us. Something to think about.
Yeah. That's true. Maybe when this is all done.
Yeah, we're quite a bit cheaper when you're part of the organization, but we'll all talk about this later. This is everything?
Yes.
Good day. I'll see you soon. Hopefully with good information.
You can find me at. Well, I'm sure.
I will find you. And he steps in.
Okay.
He steps out of the room, closes the door, and you go to grab it to see if you can catch him, and he's already gone by the time you open the door.
Yeah, that guy's cool. Well, I don't need to be in this room anymore, and I'm gonna head down to the bar. Did Vicer go to the school?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Perfect. Back at the school, Ulu, you find yourself coming back to consciousness. The bloodied form of Alcaeus, the blue dragonborn, over you is like, alright then, so, I believe there was a reward if I beat your ass. Why'd you leave your fellow orcs? Why did you strike it out as an adventurer?
Oh, you asked me why I fight, and that's the question that I'm gonna answer.
Don't make me hit you again.
Make me hit you. Those are the words of an abuser, sir.
He hits you again. As you come back to consciousness again, he's like, alright, now. Why did you leave?
Because I wanted to fight.
Fight who?
Whoever needed fighting.
Why not fight alongside your orc brethren?
measure up to what an orc is supposed to be.
You didn't think they could teach you what a orc is supposed to be. You've
Well,
clearly got...
Only a half orc. I'm a little sensitive to that.
Ah. Well, that means you've got 200% potential. It'd be all there is to be whatever your other half is, and also the chance to be 100% of whatever your orc side is.
That, you know, I don't claim to be super bright, but I'm pretty sure that's not how math works.
Math is a comforting lie to tell us that we know what's going on. At least in my experience. You can calculate the odds of any situation as many times as you like, and it'll still turn out whatever way you didn't predict it did. Why are you so angry?
Because I want to fight.
Well, I get that. You're angry because you want to fight, and you want to fight everything. You don't want to fight.
I'm angry, yes.
Yeah, but what makes that? What fuels that anger?
I'm not good at anything else.
What do you want to be good at? I can teach you chess.
Can I punch it?
Cards, dice. Well, if you're good at the only thing you want to do, who cares what you're not good at? I'm not a fantastic artist, but I don't care about painting portraits. That's a lie. I'm a pretty good artist, but you get the point.
Gonna second wind it up.
Perfect. Yeah, second when you get some HP back. Nice. Another 21. Oh, you double second win. Okay, so 41 points.
I didn't double. I only meant.
Oh, okay, okay, perfect. Yeah, so you get a 21 HP back. And it's usually easy for me to read people. You know what? I have a weird question.
Oh, boy,
If you were to-
you've been asking a lot of questions.
Well, you don't really answer them in a way that's satisfying, and they just give me more questions. How about this? If you had a wish, what would you do with it?
I would wish for our guarantee to get success against Phobator. That's not fun.
It's not. You know what I did with it?
What?
I wish
wish
to be
win
the
at
best. I wish I was the best at everything.
How's that working out for you?
No, no one likes to hang out with you when you're the best at everything. And now I feel the insatiable need to prove that I'm better at everything. It's really hard not to when you're at the academy. That's why being a teacher is a good lock-in for me. Didn't think it was. Became a hermit for a while. I retreated from the world because I just couldn't stop making an ass out of myself. You have their backs. The Dawnforged Company. Alright. I guess it'll have to be good enough for now, then. Think about why you fight, though. Think about what makes you want to hit things. Sometimes, if you figure it out, it helps you hit harder.
It's still part of the boxing lesson.
It is, actually. Yeah. Any fight. Any fight when you know why you're fighting really makes it a lot more interesting. Makes it more fun, too. Alright. Oh, you staying here, or are you gonna head to the temple or the cart or wherever? Where are you guys staying tonight?
I'm gonna limp back to my bed.
He shows you to your room, and It's up the tower. There's quite a few rooms. There's a big barracks room, and then up in the tower portion, there's a lot more smaller rooms. And you find a room, and he's like, and before he goes, he's like, that eye of yours makes it a lot harder to fight you. And keep an eye on it. I don't know what it's looking for, but you have some of my blood, so it can't be too bad.
I wink at him using blood eye.
Perfect, and he heads down. All right. Anybody doing anything else before you guys take your long rest? All right.
Nay.
Everybody,
So I
you
guess
all-
I just catch her on her way out or something.
Yeah. Who did you want to catch? Sorry.
I just went going to the school to make sure that Ulu knew where we were all staying.
Oh yeah, you as you come to the school, Alcase is sitting on the stoops. You see you see him just breathing quietly, and he's smoking a really long pipe, and you see he's got like a black eye. He's missing a tooth. He's clearly just been wailed upon as he's just sitting and thinking, smoking, and like this pipe is like 3 feet long as he's smoking it and just trying and thinking. Ah, my sir, good to see you, boy.
Yeah, how'd the training go?
Whooped her ass.
That's a weird thing to do in training.
Yep. There's more to find out. Trying to find out why she wants to kick everything's ass. Didn't find out, but had some fun.
Well, that's just the way some people are.
It is. But if you can figure it out the why, like I was telling her, makes it more fun, more interesting.
Hey,
Also, good God, she packs a left.
yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I'd never fight her.
What the hell am I doing? And he taps his head and heals all of his wounds.
Look at you go. Do you know where she went? Do you know where she went? Basically,
Crashed out for the night upstairs.
she's here.
Hey.
Alright, I guess I'll wake her up. I just want to get the whole team in the same place. It's been, weird times with the way that the city's infiltrated with, doppelgangers and whatnot. So.
You find no argument from me. And he just kind of gestures his head over to the stairs.
Alright.
You find
Thank you.
Ulu, quick and easy. You guys make your way to the last cart.
Great.
You're given the keys to rooms 9 and 10.
Cool.
Perfect. All right, and then as you all bunk down, and everybody can go ahead and mark a long rest.
Wait, no. Hold on.
Holding on.
Before I go to bed, I would like to use Wish.
Aw, yeah.
Aw, yeah.
What are we wishing for?
Well, I was gonna talk to Bloodscale, but I don't think that's a good idea. Uza.
Oh god, thank you, you're back. I was getting so bored down here.
Oh, yeah, well, I've got something pretty interesting to do, I think.
Oh, thank god.
How would
Does
you...
it require money?
No.
Good,
No
I'm
money
broke.
at all. So, you know how there's a twoza, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So what if there was like a threeza?
A trees?
Yeah, like Lord Threeza.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
So,
That was great.
what I think I want to do, right, is because I've
Mhm.
got this new magical thing. I think I can duplicate you and basically have my own bodyguard that's a little Uza. And we can give the bodyguard some of the spell storing rings that we have. And maybe get some other things happening there. What do you think? Would you be into that? If not, I can clone myself. But, I don't want to, make it weird. Other than it is.
I mean, there's like 5 of me running around, so why not?
Yeah, alright.
Does he get stuff?
He doesn't. He won't have any of your items or anything. So I think we'll have to help equip him. But
Hmm.
we'll have to go through the bag. Actually, So then I'm gonna use Wish to cast Simulacrum on Uza.
All right. So with Wish, it only takes one action. It eschews all material, which. But for flavor's sake, so as you cast this, you kind of. It's a touch. Okay, so you reach out and you kind of almost like palm Uza's forehead, and then as you hold out their hand, water starts to flow out of your hand, and as it touches the floor, it freezes and starts to pool up and freeze and freeze and freeze and freeze and starts to create an ice sculpture of Uza on the other side. And then after this all happens rapidly, like 6 seconds, and as you pull your hand away from it, the ice cracks from the place where your palm came across, and as the cracks they crack and they radiate down the form of the feathers, and as all of a sudden the form shivers as the ice falls away, and you see an exact duplicate of Uza. And you can, Lord Threeza, I like the sound of that.
Wait,
That's
it can't
where we're
talk?
My,
Hold on, I thought it just followed my orders.
No, it can talk. It is
it's an
it's an
whole
illusory duplicate.
It's a whole nother Uza, baby
It
girl.
is. The duplicate is a creature partially real, formed from ice or snow. It can take actions and otherwise can be affected by as a normal creature. It appears the same as the original, but half of the hit point maximum. What's your hit point maximum? Uza?
147.
147, so it'll be of 124. Or no, sorry. Wow, I'm really
73?
fucking tired.
Yeah.
74. We'll give it the extra one. So it'll have 74 HP. It is friendly to you and all creatures you designate, obeys your spoken commands, moves and acts in accordance to your wishes, acting on your turn in combat. So it's going to share the same initiative as you. It lacks the ability to learn or become more powerful. Its level never increases. And if it is damaged, you can repair it using an alchemical laboratory, which I don't think you have but 100 gold per hit point. So yeah, and if it's destroyed, if you cast the spell again using it all, so and it's like, kind of looks around, he's like, ah. And he's completely naked at this point.
Hot damn, you are a handsome fella.
He's holding his hands over his things like, hey, we don't swing that way.
I mean, it's
Is that how this session is going?
That's how this session is going.
delayed.
Is this a beach episode?
It is
Yeah,
effectively a
this
beach
is-
episode.
Hot spring episode.
Would that make that a orgies?
Not unless we got
Answer
Tusa
is
involved.
No, it's
Menage
just
a
a violent-
Treza.
Oh,
Menage a Tusa.
we'll get to the Manaza Manazu.
Menuza.
What's in the bag of holding? What do we got? That we can give him?
Bloodskill has the bag of holding. You ain't touching that shit.
I
Uh,
just go knock on his door because we have a naked Uza here now.
I think I have. Nope, I don't.
Do you answer the door?
No, there's just noises coming through the
There's
No.
some
Nice.
very awful noises that you know.
the two oozes are at the end of the hall, just going. I'm not going near that.
No,
yeah,
can't do it.
hold on.
Wrap him in a bed
Fuck.
sheet for now.
Hey.
Fuck. God,
He's wearing he grabs a
I,
bed sheets, wearing it
I
like a
actually
toga.
have a spare set of clothes.
Perfect. Okay, so he uses your spare set of clothes. They're a little baggy
Spare
on him
clothes.
since
I'm
you were
also gonna
you
give
were
him
taller.
I forgot when I started. I had a wrist-mounted crossbow.
Oh yeah.
A wrist-mounted crossbow. I want to give him one of the rings that has commune on it.
All right.
Hold on a
Let's
second
see.
here. Let me write this down because I made a copy of Ooze's character sheet.
Thank you.
Oh,
I had to
perfect.
delete the entirety of his inventory, which is a lot.
Can you wield shields?
Yes, but I don't think I could fly.
He's gonna be my bodyguard mostly. So, the spell guard shield.
I don't think he can attune.
He can't attune to things. I don't think.
Are you sure?
He's-
Let me double
Remember
check.
him saying we share attunements?
Yeah, it would share with Uza, and Uza's fully attuned, so he can't attune anymore.
the fuck? This is worth. This is terrible. This is going awful.
No, dude, the sneak attack is still gonna be awesome.
Hold on. It doesn't count against Uza's attunements. It counts against Viser's attunements.
See, that makes more
Ooh.
sense. All right, we can deal with the fallout of this next time.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So, with that,
Well, technically, he can
Threesa-
try to attune to something and it just wouldn't work because there's already 3 attuned.
Lord 3 is like, all right, well, I'll keep guard. I don't think I need to sleep. This is great. I'm the ultimate in watchguard. Watchdog? Watchbird. I'm a watchbird.
Watchbird. I like Watchbird.
Dun,
Also,
dun,
it's
dun.
formed without equipment, not clothing.
Yeah,
Most
clothing is
clothing
equipment.
based.
He he can tug it. Oh no, you had extra clothes, so he's good. Like, all right. So you guys get a good sleep. I'll watch and make sure. And he has like the wrist mounted crossbow. He's like, I'll make sure nobody bothers us. Do you have a dagger?
Yes. Here is
Yeah.
the Dagger of Venom.
Ha Old trusty.
And yeah, it should be good. Dagger
All
of
right.
Venom and a hand crossbow.
All right, and he's gonna stealth. Just roll me a stealth check for you.
So this is -5,
20.
so flat 20.
Perfect. So he kind of like slides into the corner and is super quiet. And he's like, and you can tell he's taking up his guard position in the hallway. He's kind of up in the rafters, a little bit, looking down, crossbow ready, dagger at his side. You know, watch over you as you guys sleep.
I am also gonna give him. Oh wait, no, those need attunement, don't they?
What do?
The monocle.
Yeah.
Isn't there some things he
I don't
gets
know.
when he doesn't have the monocle attuned?
I'm
Yes.
seeing that Simulacrum can attune to magic items. So, like I said, we'll just deal with the fallout of this next time. Like
They
But
can.
It takes
It-
up your slots.
That's the thing.
that's
But the problem is if you're already attuned to 3 and you try to attune to something else without consciously dropping the attunement on one thing, if you try to attune to a 4th thing, it just doesn't work.
gotcha.
All right, perfect. So we'll go ahead and take it from here. You guys can all mark a long rest as you find your rest inside the city of Kern. Doppelgangers temporarily eliminated with Lord Threesa watching over you. And yeah, we'll pick up here and see what happens next time. Next time. Zadok, what are you doing with that mage staff? Oh, I see. You're getting the spell slots.
Recovering.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
the charges.
In the meantime, bye-bye. We'll catch everybody later.
Hi, everybody.